Yo, you already know what it is. You're listening to The Urban Product. It's your boy DME.
It's your boy Cozy Rich.
And it's your girl Imani.
How's everybody doing today?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. I'm just a bit flustered. It's been a long day. I got a trip coming up this weekend, so I've just been getting ready for that. Finals week. Grandpops was sick last week, so we had to take care of him. But other than that, I've been great. How you guys doing?
Where you going?
I'm going to DC.
Why?
For what?
Broccoli City Festival.
Ah.
Is that like a weed thing?
No.
It's a music festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a music festival. Yeah, that should be fun. I saw the acts that were supposed to be performing there, so that should be a dope vibe, especially in DC. That's what's up. Rich, how are you doing?
As I was telling y'all before, I'm a little stressed because I had a little situation before I got here that could have cost me some money. Mm-hmm. So, give the viewers some insight. I had my laptop on top of my car and started driving. So you guys can, use your mind and imagination and decide or figure out what happened after that. But the laptop still works, you know what I mean? I don't gotta get a new one, so I'm doing pretty good. The weekend was pretty eventful. Celtics lost, so that was upsetting, but I went to the game, so that was fun. But yeah, I mean, can't complain. Life is good. It's podcast day. It's a good day. Like, how about you, Dev? What you on?
I'm doing all right. Allergies are kicking my ass right now. I feel like I've developed them within the past couple of years or last year, I would say. So that's kicking my ass. So if I sound a little congested on the show, that is the reason why. But don't worry, I'm going to still drop 50 like I do every single episode. So I'm not going to let that hold me down. But other than that, we are good. Season 7, wrapping up season 7 pretty soon. I just got to decide when. But we haven't kicked it with just the three of us in a while. We've had a couple of interviews within the past few weeks. So shout out to everybody that pulled up. Those people include Key, Chiz Capo, SK the Great. We had Hum Beats on here. We just had G.O.D. out here. So shout out to everybody that pulled up to the studio and kicked some knowledge with us. But now 3 of us are back in town to discuss the culture and what's been going down within the past couple of weeks. I guess we can start off with Rich. Let's start off with the conversation that we were talking about just before, but let's break it down for the audience.
Yeah, I wanted to include this topic because we have our one and only here on the show, and I mean, this really applies to her. But
yeah, it applies to all of us. But yeah, it definitely applies to her.
It does.
I mean, I guess I hear it, but it's more, you know what I mean.
Niggas don't
Yeah,
stress.
you know what I mean. But yeah, so essentially, what I wanted to talk about real quick, or just highlight and inform the viewers, is that there was a leak as it pertains to the Supreme Court of the United States. One of the Supreme Court justices, their opinion on the Roe versus Wade abortion stance was leaked. And for all of you that may not know, states like Texas, fucking Oklahoma, Alabama, Mississippi, for example, have implemented laws that essentially, if you're a woman there and you are having or want an abortion, you cannot get an abortion. And now people have essentially tried to go against that and just bring it to court, and it has gotten to the Supreme Court. So they're about to make a ruling on it and make it a federal thing where either people can get abortions or not. And their opinion was leaked. And one of the Supreme Court's justices essentially said that he does not believe in abortions. And the world is going crazy because everyone thinks because of that, what they're going to decide is against abortions and limit that for women. Now, me being a man, this is not my fight. This is not my argument. But I will say, this is terrible in my opinion, because from my perspective, women are going to get abortions regardless. Like, just because you implement a law saying I can't not get rid of this fetus, this child, it doesn't mean I'm going to all of a sudden want this child, going to keep this child. If anything, in my opinion, this is just going to start or affect people with, less resources who depended on, Planned Parenthood for things, or the services that were given as a result of, abortions being legal, going underground with it, doing things on their own, which can end up in women hurting themselves, deaths, injuries, things like that. And all of that could be avoided if we just let women do what they want with their bodies. It's just very funny how we don't put mask mandates on people, but we're gonna put abortion mandates on.
Talk about it. Go
That's
crazy.
it's just insane to me.
Go
But like I
crazy.
said, it's not my fight. This doesn't really affect me because I'm not the one carrying the child. So I wanted to roll this
Swing
over
it
to
my
you.
way.
You know what I mean? Get your opinion on how you felt when you first heard this, saw the story, and then just your opinion in general.
Well, first and foremost, I don't, like you said, I understand why people feel like they have the gall to speak on a woman's experience about how she should handle certain things. For years, they've been talking about them trying to overrule it. So the fact that there's a leak that might be a possibility, I think they're asking for more bad than good. If they do take away the abortions, I could definitely see women finding different ways to still get abortions, which might just end up in chaos. Another thing that I wanted to say, crap, it blew my mind. Just more so like a little bit along the lines of what you were saying. Just because you tell me that I can't have an abortion, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna have an abortion. I'm still gonna find my way to do it. Oh, I got it now. My main thing was, if they take away abortions, I feel like that's just like the first step. Like, once they take away abortions, it might lead to something else. They're gonna take away birth control. So this decision right here is very, very, very important for our country. And I understand there's religious standpoints and things like that, and people don't understand it or people think it's wrong. But at the end of the day, we have these laws in place for a reason. So to try and go back now, what was the whole point of implementing them in the first place, if that makes sense? But that's really my gist of it. Again, it's old ass white men speaking on things they don't need to be speaking on. And yeah, I think that's it. That's really all I'm gonna give them.
I have an idea about, or I have an opinion on why they are doing this. Because in the last 10 years, you know what I mean, or in the next by 2050, white people are gonna be the minority. You know what I mean? You got white women intermingling with other races, other cultures. So white people are the minority. So in my opinion, what I think they're trying to do is keep white people relevant. You know what I mean? Just
keep them having babies.
Keep them having babies. So that the risk of them going or being the minority by 2050 isn't as likely. That sounds crazy, but I don't know. That's just what I was thinking.
That's not the
and
first
it
time
makes
I heard that,
sense
though.
to me. It makes sense
Yeah.
to me, but
That's not the first time I heard that.
but Dev, what did you think?
Your 2 cents on it.
Yeah, women are definitely going to find other ways to do it if they aren't given the necessary help to get it done. And it's always been like that over history, you feel me? But with the U.S. Supreme Court, I think after doing some research, I found that there was about 8 or 9 people on the Supreme Court, and 3 of them are women. So it's very easy to see how they can get overruled in a decision like that. So you pretty much, like we've said over the past 5 minutes, it's men pretty much making the decisions. We live in a patriarchal state. We know this is true. So it just sucks. You feel me? It just sucks. Women have been fighting for their rights ever since the whole movement began back in, I can't say the precise date because I can't think clearly right now. But ever since then, they've been fighting for this shit. And over time, medicine has advanced in incredible ways that could help women in these situations. But instead of giving them those tools, now we're just taking it away because of what we believe is deemed right. And that's fucked up. Like everyone else says, we don't have a say in any of that, unfortunately. And if women still want to do it, since it is their choice at the end of the day, they're going to do it in a much harmful way. So might as well just give them the necessary tools to make it safe. You feel me? So this whole thing is just fucked up in my opinion. That's my 2 cents. I don't really have anything else to add on that subject besides that. It's fucked up. Yeah, that's me.
Real shit. Honestly, though, that was just their opinion that leak, so no decision has actually been made yet that we know of. So we'll wait and see what actually happens. But I feel like this being leaked
Was on purpose.
Yeah,
I think it was on purpose.
It was definitely on
Definitely on purpose.
Nothing has ever been leaked like that before, so
Yeah,
it's
no.
definitely on purpose. So hopefully, hopefully the leak happened so people can start, or the justice can change their minds or do something about it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
At your current state, if you received the news that you were about to have a child, do you think you'd be all right?
Me? Right now?
Both of y'all.
Oh, me? I mean, depends who it's with. It depends on who it's with, honestly. Could I have a kid right now? Yeah. Do I want to? No. But if it's with the right person, yeah, I'm 100% okay with it.
Yeah.
You think you'd be okay with too, Money?
I'd be okay with what?
You think you'd be okay if you receive the news?
If it was my choice, I would not be pregnant right now. But if I was to be pregnant, then I would handle it the way I would need to. That's all.
Okay. No, I feel that. All right, bet.
How you gonna answer the question?
When I mean handle it,
I meant him.
Oh.
Oh, no, I wouldn't be good. No, I wouldn't
Whatever
be good
way
at all
I
right
handle
now.
it, yeah.
Yeah, no. If somebody told me that they were pregnant, I would not be good right now.
Yeah, no.
But shit, if they told me they were keeping it, then yeah, I would not be good. You feel me? I'm gonna do what I have to do because I'm gonna handle my responsibilities at the end of the day.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
But I'll just be honest with you. If somebody was to drop that news on me right now in my current state of life, no, I would not be good right now. Because there's mad shit that I want to do that I haven't done yet, and I already know if I would have to bear the responsibilities of becoming a father, I would have to put mad shit to the side. And honestly, I don't know. Maybe that's selfish of me. I don't want to be doing that right now.
That's the time for. That's the time for it.
Can't be doing it right now. And it's like, if that was to happen to me, I personally am not at the position to provide the type of lifestyle for my child that I would want to provide. So it's like, yeah, I'm not doing it. That's like the same thing with like marriage and shit like that. It's like mad people talking about doing this shit at an early age, but I'm like, yo, I see myself doing all that once I'm at this point. And if I'm not at this point, I'm not gonna do it, because if I'm not there and all this other shit falls on me, it's gonna fail in my eyes. It might not fail in other people's eyes, but they won't be what I would want them to be. So that's why I'm not doing that right now. And if it was to fall on me right now, Sizzy. Just like that.
The way I see it is, I'm pure and simple, or plain and simple, I'm too selfish to have a child right now. I like enjoying myself. I like having fun.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I like spending my money on me. I like buying me stuff.
See, that's the thing. You guys are speaking from a different perspective. I'm carrying the child. That's why for me, I'm like, no.
Oh, well, obviously, we have two different perspectives going into it. Yeah, that's we have just two experiences altogether.
I know, but you just talking about, well, like, I'm selfish. I got to keep my money to myself. I'm like, damn, like, I'm gonna have a kid. My body's gonna change. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, no, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Not right now.
You feel me?
But I always thought, like, if I did get that, like, call or text, like, my mindset would change like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, instantly, like, yo.
Like, yeah.
I can't do this anymore. Shit. I gotta start focusing on this, do this to get this ready. Like, yo.
As you should, guys.
Me and my roommates were talking about it yesterday. We all agreed, like, a switch would just hit us all. Like, that second, like, oh, shit.
Oh.
All right, let's get my life together.
Oh.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna be the best.
I said when you guys have babies.
Oh, of course, because I know what I like. I know I have a certain lifestyle I want for my child. So when I am at that point, I know damn well I'm gonna take good care of them. But not right now. No, hell no. Oh, hell no. Ain't no chance.
Not right now.
Facts.
Ain't no chance. I ain't even gonna give them the chance.
Oh, ow.
Facts. Nah, I feel that.
But in other news, I mean, the Met Gala was on last night, as it is every year around this time. And as it is every year, the outfits were absolutely horrendous. Russell Westbrook wearing a skirt. You had people just wearing shit you've never seen before, mismatching. Did you say that was cute?
I said there was some cute stuff there.
I ain't gonna lie, Future was looking fire. Like that glass mirror, like suit he mask, fire. But there were a lot of outfits there that were absolutely atrocious. So I just wanted to ask y'all, like, is that real fashion? Do you consider that real fashion? Because Damian Lillard, he's rich. He has over $100 million in the bank easily. He doesn't consider it fashion. So I wanted to get your opinions on that. Because this shit happens every year and people making themselves look like a fool, personally to me, but get, clapped and applauded by their peers. So
I I think it's more so of like a show. Like everyone's trying to throw on their best fit. You know, the ones that actually did what they were supposed to do, and you know, the ones that didn't do what they were supposed to do, which I'm pretty sure that's who you're referring to. Is it a bit out of pocket? I mean, yeah, because half of the celebrities who talk about it, the best parts is like the bathroom pics and then like the runway part of the show. The food's trash, show's long. So, I mean, we already talked about this. Shows like that are not necessary. If a boom blanc.
To be honest, to be completely honest with you, I have no idea what the Met Gala does after the red carpet. Like after niggas take their pics, what are we doing? What's the rest of the night looking like? Are we partying? Are we having a dinner? Are we seeing an art show? Like they don't show anything inside of the Met Gala. People just get their best flicks off, and I'm like, dog. If I wanted to, I'm gonna go to the Met Gala. I'm gonna take my flicks, and then I'm going home.
That's all they do.
If I'm gonna keep it buck with you, so it's just like I don't get it. And also, just in terms of fashion, I'm not the most fashionable guy. I'll be honest with you right now.
Don't do that.
But no, I'm not the most fashionable guy right now. But I will say I don't understand Americans' obsession with European fashion. That's just what I want to say. European fashion, in particular. And I feel like people rocking their designers and all that shit. I just see European. It's only European designers I see. And I don't know if they're the ones that run the world. I've seen some crazy Japanese designers.
Nah, they all based out of Europe. That's why.
Yeah, but it's just like, this is what we look to. And when I see certain fits on celebrities, maybe I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I don't have enough bread to judge this outfit. But I wouldn't rock this outfit. But then again, at the same time, I can't. I wouldn't be able to drop bread on that outfit.
I wouldn't want to if I had the bread, is what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, but some of these people, these looks that they're pulling off, whatever outfits these designers are giving them, this is the next big thing in fashion. So I get why they're big statements every time that they happen every year. But I'm just like, dog, after the red carpet, what are we doing? We drinking, like partying, we listening to music. I have no idea, because the Met Gala at the end of the day is just a museum. The Met is a museum. The Metropolitan Museum in New York. That's what that.
So it must be like a little art show then.
That's what I'm saying.
They must have some.
It's a charity event. The Met Gala is a charity event.
Yeah, so they just probably doing some auctions after or whatnot, just selling some art.
Maybe we've just never seen that shit.
Because we too broke. You can't see the art pieces that they selling.
I guess.
Shit.
But yeah, none of that shit's important to me.
Nah, I just wanted to quickly talk about that because I was flabbergasted.
Facts. And they have like different themes every year. But I don't know. I feel like no one ever. I don't think anybody ever follows the theme. There's a theme every year for the Met Gala, but I don't think anybody ever follows that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
When I see their interpretation, I'm like, oh, this is what this is supposed to be. Like, I remember one day they had 1 year their theme, I think, was Catholicism or Christianity or some shit like that. And they had my nigga Chadwick, Chadwick.
I remember that.
Pulled up looking crazy. Chadwick came pulled up looking crazy.
I remember that.
And I remember that. And see shit like that, I think is dope when people are on brand. But besides that, I don't know what these people are trying to do. Yeah, that's it.
Make statements.
Facts. All right. Imani, you said you had a topic. You can talk about yours if you want to.
No, that was my topic.
Oh, okay, bet. All right, so DaBaby is out here being a menace in these streets once again, swinging on somebody
I told you.
once again. So this time, what happened was DaBaby was at a show, and backstage he got into a fight with his artist, Wisdom. And there's a video of him throwing body shots, haymakers at Wisdom. And Wisdom was eating them bitches, but like I swear Wisdom is like twice DaBaby's size. So I was looking at that video and I'm like, Wisdom, how you letting DaBaby and someone named DaBaby get these shots off on you, bro? And that just really had me thinking. It's like it really had me thinking. If you were Wisdom and like your boss was out here throwing shots at you, like what would you do? Would you fight back, or like would you just take it on the chin?
The difference is he actually needs his boss in order to do what he wants to do, and his boss is an asshole. So it's like you knew what you was getting yourself into beforehand. This ain't corporate America. You don't get no benefits. You don't get no healthcare plan, nigga. You get the studio.
This ain't corporate.
You get the producers and engineers that are in the studio, and you get the contract that I gave you. That's it. And you get a little advance. I don't know what he was expecting from DaBaby. That nigga is disrespectful, selfish, self-centered. Like,
wait, so you don't think it's completely out of pocket to be fighting with your artist backstage?
Oh, I think it's 100% out of pocket, but I don't put anything past DaBaby at this point.
This is your artist.
This nigga will fight with anyone. Like, for me, my thing is, you got to know who you're going into business with. You got to know who you're associating and working with. You got to understand they have like me. If I'm gonna go into business with someone, I got to understand their temperament, how they are personally, like personality wise, because all that shit will come through, especially when you're dealing with money in business. So I would have taken all that into account, taking all the facts that DaBaby is going to fight everyone and anyone. This nigga was arguing and making his baby mama look terrible on IG. So if he can do that to the woman he had a baby with, you think he's gonna give a fuck about me, who just gave a 10K advance, probably 20K advance? What is that? So I know the video. I personally, I'm not taking that from no one, especially if I'm twice this nigga's size. I'm stomping him out. But then again, DaBaby probably got security to wax my ass. Long story short, Wisdom should be trying to get the fuck out of there, because if DaBaby did it once, he can do it again. Yeah. And imagine what he does behind closed doors as well. So if I'm Wisdom, I'm getting the fuck out of there. But what would I have done in that situation? I would have fought back, because mama ain't raised no bitch and no man is putting his hands on me. I don't give a fuck who you are, but that's it.
I feel like a deep dive needs to be taken on just DaBaby's path ever since he blew up.
Can I say this? He's consistent. Like, he's consistently been a terrible person.
Oh, okay.
So, like, from when that Walmart shit to when he actually blew up to now, he has been the same person the entire time. So I can't get mad at this dude for doing what he does, because he has been this way the entire time. It's not like money or fame changed him, made him worse. He just has a platform now, and people are just always able to see what he's doing just because he has that platform. He's so well known. So I can't fault DaBaby for being an asshole, because he's always been an asshole and dickhead. So people that get involved with him know what they're getting themselves into. That's why I can't get too mad at the guy. He is who he is.
You don't think that's going to fuck him over in the long run, though?
That's his business. What I'm saying is, he's consistently been a terrible person. Will it fuck him up eventually? Yeah. Is he older? Is he grown enough to the point where he should realize I should not be doing these things? Yeah, but he's not going to realize that. He has money now. He got to the point where he is by doing the shit he does. So if anything, that's positive reinforcement. Let me keep doing the shit I'm doing, and it's going to work out in the end. Because look, nigga caught a body, ended up getting the contract. Once he got that contract, nigga started talking about LGBTQ people. Nothing happened. Yeah, you know what I mean? Did that. What else did he do? Started flaming his baby mama on IG. Nothing happened. Man, sales just keep going and going and going.
I don't know about that.
All right, well, he's not broke. That nigga is nowhere near broke.
He's definitely not where he was when he once started.
But he'll be all right. He's never going to be hurting at this point. So all I'm saying is, it's positive reinforcement for this man. There's nothing we can say or do to him, or, in my opinion, say about him that's going to make him change his ways. So anyone that gets involved with him business-wise or personally, you should know what you're getting yourself into, because this man has been doing what he's been doing for years now. And
I think it's starting to catch up with him, though, because I'll be honest with you. The man went on a steady rise ever since he blew up. And, like, after the tape and Suge and the feature with Cole, and after the Rockstar record, like, my man was on a steady climb, you feel me? But then after more of these incidents started coming out, you know, the more faces he slapped, or like the whole baby drama shit, the Rolling Loud shit, after that started popping off, that's when I started him starting to like flatline. Not go down completely, but his rise did stop and kind of just flatline for a little bit. And I think he's just there right now, to the point where like all of his latest releases that he dropped just dropped.
He's still dropping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, DaBaby has a solid following. But I don't check for his music.
That's why I asked.
That's what I'm saying. He's at a standstill right now. Because I think all of his shit is starting to catch up with him now. So yeah, I think he got to find a new page or a new gimmick to run with, because he can't just go around slapping everybody he wants to. You feel me? It's crazy, and his slaps be looking mad disrespectful. Like, he looks like he open palms people, and that's crazy coming from DaBaby. Bro.
He be slapping people like the way he be moving. It's like he knows no one's gonna do anything to him, and he's right.
That man has no care in the world.
No, at this point, no one's gonna touch him. You see his bodyguards? Them niggas is each 6'7", 320.
Little man syndrome. I'm sorry.
That's a great point. He does have that Napoleon syndrome or Napoleon complex. Where he thinks he's on top. What is he? 5'6", 5'7"?
I don't know. He's something, but he'll probably
Little
smack the shit
nigga.
out of you though.
Period.
He got to reach me, bro. Can't get this high.
He's out here finding his bodyguards. What are you talking about? He's like, he gotta reach me. Bodyguards will chew you up, nigga.
Pull up right
He ain't
behind
smack
you.
me, bro. If that's the case, he ain't smack me. The bodyguard smacked me. And at that point, I'm getting a gun.
Shout out to that nigga in Lawrence that got handled by DaBaby security that one time.
Ow.
That was funny. I saw him at the testing lab one time, and I was like, ha, this is
Do you
like a
think?
small world, nigga. I saw
That's
you get
embarrassing.
folded up, bro.
Do you think with
shout out
all
to
his antics and like everything that he's doing that at one point, like it is possible for him to like just completely fall off the earth? Do you think so?
Completely fall off? Nah, because I think like I said, he was on that rise where I think he knows and has been given all the tools that he needs to succeed. It's just if he doesn't sit down at one point, I think he's just gonna miss bags, like bigger commercial bags. It was at one point where like DaBaby, he was on
had a
all
deal,
the
no?
commercial records, the features. Like I heard that levitating track everywhere, bro. Everywhere. So my man had potential, but
Yeah, he did.
you know, people don't want the shit that you bring to the
Negative
table.
publicity. They don't want
we
negative
don't want to
publicity.
attach ourselves with that shit. So that's why I think everything's gonna go down. And from there, we could definitely transition into Tory. We can transition from DaBaby to Tory. The
Speak
Megan
on it.
interview came out.
Speak on it.
The interview came out with Gayle King.
Nonsense.
It's been an ongoing thing for the past 2 years. We talked about it.
Wait, she interviewed Gayle King? Or
Gayle
Gayle
King
King
interviewed
interviewed
her
Megan Thee
on
Stallion.
CBS Mornings.
Yeah,
when was
your
this?
girl. Interviewed
Monday.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, I missed that shit. Oh,
Right,
I was in the office. That's why.
The
I was in the
streets
office
did
that
not
day.
miss it. The streets did not miss it.
So how'd it go? Let me hear it.
I didn't watch it. I'll just keep it a buck with you. I
didn't.
wasn't watching that. You watched it?
I did. It was on TikTok all over the place. It was
fine.
on
I
TikTok
get it.
all over the place. Like even if I didn't want to, it was on TikTok. So
Yeah, give us the scoop. Let me hear it.
essentially, she was just going over her whole journey, how she blew up and things like that, and then she broke down the story of what happened that night. Essentially, they were at Kylie's house. They had been there all day. Meg wanted to go home. Nobody wanted to go home. They get home. There's a fight in the car. Meg's like not having it. She gets out at one point. They tell her to come back in. They start driving.
This is her side.
This is her side from the story. Yes.
Because now I'm at this point where I'm like, nigga, I don't know what the truth is, nigga.
Right. At this point. From there, Tory and I guess the best friend were arguing in the back, and some way, somehow that got translated to Meg, and he told Meg to get out the car, and through the window, he's pointing the gun at her, and he's like, "Dance, bitch." That's what she was essentially saying. And then he shot her, and then she just went into, the videos that we've seen all around, her walking on her feet and stuff like that. Her thing was she lied and said that she had glass in her feet because she said all of the helicopters and the cops and everything like that, she was scared something was going to happen because it was so close to George Floyd incident. So that was really her breakdown of the story. They also asked her if she had a relationship with him. They said no.
That's where she
But
fucked up.
I think that's where she fucked
actually,
up.
I think I know
I
what
think
we
that's where
talking
she
about.
fucked up.
Isn't
That's
that
where
where
she
isn't that
fucked
where
up.
she like thought about it for a little? Like
Yes.
actually was like, and you could
no.
tell Shorty was lying.
That's where she fucked up.
Oh, okay, yeah. She was
That's where she
definitely-
fucked up. Yeah.
Because now everything's questionable.
Yes.
Y'all will fucking, bro.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's crazy.
It's
Tori was
alright.
hitting that.
Only had you
That's
bent
crazy.
over in a pic at the Rock Nation brunch. Y'all
That's
were
why party
fucking,
be
bro.
so heated, bro.
Come on.
That's why party be so heated. No bullshit. Nah, honestly though, I find that kind of crazy because Tori's like what 5'6" and Megan's like 6'3".
You got a thing with heights, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
noticing that
know.
about
I don't
you.
know.
You got a thing with heights,
Bro, you're
We
telling
get it,
me
you're
a
tall.
5'6" nigga getting at Megan, that don't look weird?
Well,
No. I'm just saying that.
Y'all wild. Y'all wild. That just look
I
weird
feel like
to me.
I've seen that.
I feel you. Short
Enough.
people been pulling.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I see you. But yeah, after this
Don't
whole
kill me.
situation, like now it's been going on for 2 years. We've been talking about it. We had
know.
our opinions when it was new. I ain't going back to that
went in.
side. You did.
Yelled.
It's funny seeing that now. But
I
you
know.
did go in back
I
in the
know.
day.
I know.
But now that we're at this point where it's just being dragged out, I don't want to hear anything from either side until the thing is over, to be honest with you. And the fact that we waited all this time and now we're getting an interview on Gayle and all this shit's going on and Tory still can't speak about the case. Of course, Megan's being allowed to speak about the case because she's the victim in all of this. But the fact that she can just continue to just, say all this shit, add in these new narratives, and dog just has to be quiet and just hear all of it.
She's winning the public opinion right now. She's winning in the court of public opinion.
See, okay. Shit's crazy. I'm not going to break down the whole situation again, but it's just like, what? I feel like his side has never changed. She adds new things, and I'm not calling her a liar, but like, we add new things. I didn't say there was glass in my foot because of this, where we fucking know, blah blah blah. And Tori's story the whole time had been like, I was fucking you and your best friend, you didn't like it, shit got wild, shorty shot you, or shorty popped one and then it ended up going into you. That's been his story the whole time. So what?
They said that they had messages saying that the girl texts Meg security saying that Tory shot Meg.
I don't believe shit about text messages.
I don't know about that though.
No, just in general, I don't believe
Back
shit
on it.
about text messages because like that shit can just be altered so easily nowadays. Like I can fucking go into, because I've seen evil people do this, and shame on all of you, but like you can go into your fucking inbox and just text yourself and save your number as somebody else and pretend you're having a whole conversation. So
True.
whenever I see text messages trying to expose shit, I don't believe any of that shit, bro. I really don't. But this whole case, just stop talking about it until the
I just want to see the
shit
court.
resolves itself. Because
Show me the court.
to this day, I don't think Megan ever charged him. The whole case was Tory. It's like a gun charge, right?
Yeah.
That's what this whole thing is about.
Yeah.
It's not over the fact that he shot her. So the fact that she keeps telling stories about just her getting shot, that's not what this is about. Let's just stick to the story and not talk about it until everything's finalized. That's where I'm at with things.
Do you think it's her decision for her to speak up and stuff like that, or do you think that's her party telling her that she should probably do it?
Either way, it's her
That's
decision.
definitely her.
So it's her decision either way.
Yeah, because like, bro, everything that popped off after that whole situation happened, it's like tore the man down. You went on getting platinum
Everything.
tracks, multiple Grammys, mad awards for everything that year. You just have done so much in that time where if something was to come out all this time later to show that you were lying, we say nothing's going to happen.
Nothing is going to happen.
Publicly, something is going to happen. So that's why I think she's trying to save face now with all of these tweets in this interview. Because who knows? Maybe they see that the trial isn't going in their favor, or maybe some shit's starting to pop out that they didn't plan on. So now they got to pivot and do something else. So that's why it's just a lot of nasty antics, and I don't want to hear shit until everything's finalized. You feel me? That's where I'm at with things.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna just say, I've been saying this from the jump.
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
I've been
we
saying
know,
this shit from
we
the
know.
jump. Like, yo, we don't know. It's he say, she said. We'll never know the true facts.
Yep.
Been consistent this whole time. I'm gonna just keep doing what I've been doing.
Yeah, I learned my lesson. Minding my business.
Yeah,
To
like,
segue from that to men getting, torn down, I can also go over to the next man that they trying to take down, A$AP Rocky.
Oh yeah.
A$AP Rocky within the past couple of weeks, or not
the
even
fuck
weeks.
he do?
He got arrested
charge?
at the LAX airport over a 2021 shooting.
Okay. Yeah.
So last year.
Yeah, he got arrested, I think, this last week over a shooting that happened last year. Or he's been he's one of the suspects in the shooting, I believe.
There ain't no way this man ASAP doing any shooting. Man got too many people.
No, but what I'm saying with that is, ever since the whole Sweden shit and ever since ASAP Rocky came back, I've noticed that the man has been moving different. And ever since the whole news with Rihanna went public and they're now having a child together, which is beautiful.
He's been mad
But like
focused.
within the past couple of weeks and within Rihanna's last trimester, I'm starting to hear so much shit just about Rocky coming out. And I'm like, yo, I feel like somebody has an agenda against these people right now. I'm like, yo, they said my dog was cheating on Rihanna with her intern. Which is still crazy to this day, because I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna cheat on you with your staff. That just sounds crazy. You feel me?
What kind of
that's some egotistical evil ass shit, bro. I'm not doing that. And that came out as just a false rumor. They cleared that shit up. You know, Rihanna's worth billions. She's not gonna let that rumor live for too long. You feel me? But then after that, then you got my dog being arrested over the shooting and other shit like that. So I'm just like, yo, people trying to be happy and live their lives, and you know, people trying to take jabs at them when they're reaching a certain status that the world don't think they should be reaching. And yeah, that's just tough. You know, ASAP Rocky got out. He had a concert a few days ago. Rihanna was right next to the stage cheering him on. So I'm happy they were able to get through that shit. But yeah, I see the industry trying to take down mad dudes right now.
It's funny.
Crazy.
It's funny you say that, because before he popped out with Rihanna, I didn't hear shit from Rocky for like years. Like, he dropped a song here and there, maybe was featured on something, but other than that, I didn't hear shit about him unless I seen him like doing some fashion shit. Yeah. And then ever since, like you said, he got it's been announced that him and Ree having a baby. I've been hearing about this nigga nonstop. For him. And it's all it is to me is just the niggas that don't want him to be with Rihanna.
Mad jealous.
Yes, it's jealousy, bro. All it is jealousy. Pretty boy Flacco got Ree, and niggas is mad. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Drake paying niggas to do this shit, bro. I really wouldn't. He that petty of a nigga, bro. He that petty of a nigga. He that light skin. So, bro, ASAP that nigga, bro. He got the one and only Rihanna pregnant. Niggas is hating on him and plotting on his downfall. That's all it is. My man knows how to move. He's moving accordingly. He's gonna be fine. And once they have this baby, everything's gonna be fine. He ain't a Tristan Thompson ass nigga, so he gonna be alright. I hope.
Facts.
I hope.
Facts. Shit.
I wonder. Not real shit
What
though.
you saying?
No, just talking about ASAP made me like, what the fuck happened to ASAP, Mob?
Bro, the thing with ASAP is an interesting character, because I feel like when he came out in 2011, he was supposed to be the next big thing out of New York.
He was, bro.
And no, he dropped.
He just went into different
bags. That first
bags.
album was fire.
Went into different bags.
That second album had fire on it also. Testing, which is his last album, because he has 3 albums.
It's not bad.
Testing had a couple of joints on it, but that album took a while to grow on me. But like Rich said, he ventured into different pockets. You know, he started to be more into fashion. You saw him start acting.
He's smart.
And he just dipped into these other bags. And I don't blame the kid, but now I feel like even though he hasn't dropped music an album since 2017, and even that wasn't his best work, to now he's become a festival act. And I'm like, wow, ASAP's been able to do that off his first 2 albums.
They're classics.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Well, when I say
about that,
when I say I can say they're timeless. Rather that they're timeless pieces. You can put them on at any time and they're gonna hit. Because I still play Long Live ASAP.
Okay.
That shit still hits to this day.
I feel you.
So I think a lot of his music is just it's good quality. It's good quality music. There's not a lot of throwaway tracks on his shit. So because of that, you play it at any point. If you grew up on ASAP, you still gonna fuck with those songs. So
yeah. Think about his first 2 albums. I don't even have the albums in front of me, but I can just tell you his first 2 albums, you had Fucking Problems on there. Okay. You got Drake, Kendrick, and 2 Chainz on there. That was probably the biggest record at the time. Goldie was on there. Lord Pretty Flacco 2 was on there. Fucking there's other tracks that I'm thinking about right now. It's Ghetto Symphony, One Train, like all these songs that ASAP came out with back in the day. Other artists weren't making that type of music, but they transcended throughout the years and can still be played today. LSD, I wasn't a fan of that song, but Shorty's
I
liked that
fuck
song.
with
Yeah,
that song.
yeah, Shorty's liked that song, so I get it.
So, but like you just talking about it, you realize like, yo, this nigga got some good music.
Facts. But like I said, his first 2 albums had some shit on there, but then it's like he just didn't have to drop music again. But he went on for years being a festival act, performing the same music, and everyone, still loves it.
This is how I see it. I mean, how often are there festivals? There's only a handful of festivals out there throughout the year, really, that really get known. You know what I mean? So him going to those isn't that big a deal. But I feel like for him, like, it was honestly the best move personally, because you're gonna make more money long term with fashion and acting than you are in the music industry.
Yeah,
So
Rihanna's
especially
on
with
that.
how saturated the New York market is. Like, bro, how many niggas have we known from New York that have blown up since fucking ASAP came out? You have A Boogie, you have Bobby Shmurda, you have Roddy Rebel, you have Pop Smoke, you have fucking Fabio Foreign. You got a bunch of other dudes too in between all of those, taking away from your commercial success.
Yeah.
So how many people are in the fashion lane? Him and Kanye, really?
No, I hear you. I hear what
So
you're
it's
saying.
like, yo, he if I was him, I would have
did
did the
that shit.
same exact shit if I had the opportunity. Surprised he doesn't have does he have a collab with any
like fashion collab.
or like any deals, like
I
brand
remember
deals?
he did one with. I remember he had campaigns with Calvin Klein, Levi, and Adidas. But in terms of actual deals, I don't think he has.
Yeah, I'm
deals.
surprised. I that's like next for him is to have like a brand deal with one of these niggas, but we'll see.
Yeah,
See what happens.
yeah, we'll
Maybe
see.
he'll get a deal with Fenty.
Ah,
Hey.
crazy,
Bro, they could build an empire low key.
Nah, fact.
Wait.
Bonje Benny.
All right.
Thank you. Facts. All right. After that, I believe we can move on to music news.
So what do I want to talk about first? Because there's a lot that dropped.
First, I want to mention this before we get into actual music that dropped. We got new Kendrick dropping next week, next Friday. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers,
That's
May
gonna be a good one.
13th. It has been announced that it is a double album.
Oh.
So the first album is Mr. Morale, and the second album is the Big Steppers.
By who?
Kendrick,
So he's dropping 2?
next week.
Go off.
We'll see. I'll
Oh,
believe
wow.
it when I see
Wow.
it.
Oh, no, facts. I'm going to
This is going to be
hit
a
you
good
over the head with that
conversation.
shit.
This is going to be a good
I'm gonna hit him
conversation.
over the head
It's gonna
with
be
that
great.
shit.
Just know next
I can't
Tuesday
wait.
is going to be very fucking
I
interesting.
can't wait.
Yeah?
Oh.
No, if he doesn't
In
drop
2 weeks,
two?
in 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
in
2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah, next
Oh,
Friday.
yeah, next Friday. If
Next
he
Friday.
doesn't drop, bro.
He is dropping.
No, I mean 2. Like you said,
Oh.
2 hours. If you don't drop 2 albums,
He
bro,
confirmed it.
okay.
You want me to show you the picture?
I don't need to see shit. I need
the
to see it
picture-
when it drops on Apple Music.
So he posted a picture
my
on his
God.
website, and the picture is him holding 2 CDs. They both say master copy on them, and one says Morale, and then the other CD says Steppers.
What if they're both songs? Like
Go
long
off.
ass songs.
They're not, but I was just saying. But that just lets you know what type of time we're on. So I don't know where he's going with it. This is gonna be his first double album, so
You excited?
I mean, it's been some time. I'm interested to see where he's gonna go with it, because honestly, I have no idea musically where he's
Why
gonna
you
be
laughing,
at.
you?
No, I don't. It's been
Why
like
are you laughing?
four.
Why am I
It's been like 4 years, so he could be anywhere in
Exactly.
terms
That's
of
why
music.
I'm laughing, because he's
But
the
then
way
again,
niggas talk about him and then say, I don't know. It's just like
I don't know, but like, bro, you
I
gotta
hate
think
this
about
nigga
it.
Kendrick, bro.
It's like Good Kid, Mad City came out, and that was fire. And then the first single, It's a Pimp a Butterfly, was completely left. It was That was the first single. Completely left, but then we got on to Love, I Pimp a Butterfly. And I'm like, so now my man is on some kumbaya shit. Let's see what's going to happen on the next album. First single, Humble. So he can go anywhere in terms of music.
Oh,
So I
this is gonna
really
be a good
don't know
combo.
what to expect. I just know I'm gonna like it when it drops. That's all I know.
I just
So
know
we'll
no
see.
one else better drop when he drops.
Oh yeah, get out the
Straight
way.
up, like,
Get
yo,
out the way.
Ow,
Don't
ow,
even
ow,
do yourself
ow,
like
ow,
that.
ow, ow,
Everybody
ow.
should know.
I'm
Get out
not
the
even
way.
like, yo, I'm gonna go look for his shit. Like, yo, wait, and y'all been hearing how I've been talking about him. So if that's how I feel,
Yeah.
shit, don't
Shoot.
drop if you dropping on in 2 weeks, straight up.
Facts.
But
We can start off with Your King if you'd like.
I know,
My
right?
king. First of all, no man is my king.
LOL.
There's that. There's that. But we could talk about Future Hendrix and I Never Liked You, his album that dropped on Friday. It had 16 tracks. It was a solid project. About 50 minutes. Now, I listened to this at 3 a.m. on Friday morning after waking up to go blow up the bathroom and not being able to go to sleep. I had AirPods in, the new ones too, with the noise cancellation. Shit's fire. And I want to tell you people right now, if you haven't listened to the album, it's not his best. No. It's not even top 3. No. To me, it's not even top 5. But it's still, and the reason why I say it is because Future has spoiled us with great projects, with classic projects. So this isn't a bad album by any means. It's just not it's not what I'm used to from Future. Now, with that being said, there's not a lot of skips on there. There's just not a lot of songs I'll go back to. There's not a lot of songs I'll go back to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I made a face to that one. There's not a lot of skips.
For me, there's not a lot of skips. There's just not a lot of songs. Like each song is, the songs aren't bad. When I hear one, yeah, they type shit.
There's no skips though.
I didn't say no. I said there's not a lot.
Okay.
Either way though, for me, there's only 5 tracks I consistently go back to since it dropped, and it's only been 4 days. Now, my favorite tracks on here are the first 2. Because he set the tone with it, and it had me thinking he was gonna go in a completely different direction.
Keep going that one. Yeah,
I thought he was going like trap, drill, like he was gonna be spitting some heat, like he was coming with a certain type of energy. And then I heard "Keep It Burning." I was like, "Oh wow, oh that's a switch up. this mighty switch up." But yeah, 7:12 p.m. I'm that nigga puffing on Zooties. Wait for you, and Voodoo. Those are my shits, bro. Those are my shits. I think it's
not
his 6th best
having it.
album.
I love it.
No, I didn't say it.
I know you did it.
Wait, what happened?
No, nothing.
Why are you laughing for?
She's just laughing.
I'm just laughing.
What'd
I'm
you
having
think
a
of the
good
album,
day.
Miss? I'm just laughing.
I'm on the same, like you said, it wasn't really my best. Well, first and foremost, I don't listen to Future like that. Future's your guy. But what I expected, I thought he was going to give us, 7:12 p.m. the whole time. I thought that's what it was going to
He did?
I thought that's what he was doing because I got really excited off the first one.
And then that nigga came on.
And then it kept going, and I was just like, okay, all right, okay. I listened to it 3 times, mind you. Still only listen mostly to 7:12 p.m. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that album.
No, I know. Like, for me, he started this album hot, and then the Kanye song just fucked it up for me. Like once that happened, I was like,
always fucking some shit up for you.
Nah, it's not even that. It's just the vibe. Like it's the way they structured the album. Like for me, he should have ended the album with these 2 songs, not started it, because when you start the album like that, you're setting the tone.
Yep.
And for me, when I heard those, I was like, oh, we on our misogynistic, real nigga, I'm talking my shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then he just switched it up, like. Keep burning. No, it was okay. Let me get your high level.
And our dev.
My high level LOL.
Synopsis.
I enjoyed the project.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I got a couple of tracks that I run back to. Mm-hmm. The songs that I'm fucking with right now are Chickens with ESTG. That's probably my favorite song off of the tape at the moment.
Yeah.
Beat Go Crazy. Both Future and ESTG knew exactly what to do. I'm probably going to throw a couple of ones on it if it's going to be in a club or my house. I'm not exactly sure. But definitely ones will be thrown to that song. After that, I like Voodoo with Kodak. That was a dope track as well.
Yeah,
Kodak did. I'm not used to him hitting those certain melodies on tracks, but it was very dope to hear that as well. And Future is spitting on that song. On Voodoo, Future is spitting. He's spitting on a couple of these records. And I'm getting a lot of melodic vibes off of this tape.
Yeah.
Comparisons to Hendrix, if y'all remember that album. Which is why I could like this tape.
I don't see no, Hendrix, bro, was a whole different beast.
No. What I'm saying with Hendrix in terms of like,
oh my god,
on Hendrix, he was like full on melodic Future.
No, but
that's what I'm talking about.
But you see what you just said there?
Yeah.
He usually does that. He usually stays with one. Like that's why he had
the whole time.
But yeah, he wasn't just that on this album.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Like he had Hendrix, and then what was the other one that dropped the same time?
Future,
and Hendrix. You know what I mean?
This was a little bit of both.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
You wanted one consistent sound.
Because with him, he can do both. But when you
That's
set
not
the
necessary.
tone the way you did, I'm expecting you to. That's what he does with all his albums.
Okay.
He stays consistent with the vibe and the mood the whole way.
So you want him to like, you don't want him to take his foot off the pedal.
Exactly. And I feel like he took his foot off the. Half the songs are only a minute 30, 2 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, this nigga just wanted to get something out.
So y'all didn't fuck with the Drake and Thames record?
No,
I did.
said that was.
I did.
I didn't.
That was
I
him
did.
slowing down and like being like,
I'm on one. That shit was ass, bro.
Yeah, I prefer
Drake.
the DJ Khaled.
Drake verse was ass.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that
Here's
Drake
what I'll
verse
say.
was ass,
Here's
bro.
what I will say. I fucked with Drake's flow on that track. I just didn't fuck with the track overall. But Drake's flow was, I don't know, he was saying some shit on that record.
I don't think he was
But
saying anything, bro. Well,
honestly, with that one,
I like the
I
outro,
thought
too.
that it was going to be a flip off of the classic "I'm On One." So when I saw it in the track list, I'm like, oh, okay, it's about to be some like DJ Khaled start from the bottom like type shit, and then
No.
it wasn't that.
No.
It was just a whole nother song called "I'm On One" with Drake, and I'm like, damn, that kills the fun, but it's whatever. But yeah, I fucked with the track with Thames and Drake. That wasn't an original Thames, right? That was like a sampled song. That's an old Thames song, right? That wasn't. I'll look it up. I felt like I heard that somewhere else from Thames, but maybe it's new. Who else?
She was beautiful on that track.
Oh yeah,
Per
she's
usual.
beautiful in general. You
Yeah,
should-
she
gonna lie, though.
is. She got thicker,
I fuck
honey.
with
yeah.
Future. I
Crazy.
This is when I really knew that Future was a real songwriting nigger, bro. When this man was on that track, I Love You Better,
Don't sleep.
just singing like that Love You Better track when he was
What song
singing.
was that?
Love You Better. Like, that's the one where
On the album?
yeah, that's when he was
Devin's
just singing.
stupid.
Like that was the one track
yeah.
on there where I could tell like, yo, he wrote this for a woman to perform.
Okay.
And then he performed it himself because I was just like, damn, this shit is real good. But it would sound better if a woman did it.
I feel you.
So this nigga's talented though. I definitely can say that. But yeah, go listen to it if you haven't.
Turn Miami to Miami. We do this without a shenanigan.
Sorry. I saw Massaging Me and I was like, wow.
Massaging me.
Missed that, yo. That's how you got
Massaging
it
me.
back in the day. Like,
That shit
yo,
go
we got
crazy
massage.
too.
It's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this is gonna grow on me more.
It probably will. It probably will. Like, dog, I'm
I'm mad
fucking
nobody's
with
catching Devin. I hate this
Chickens,
man.
Wait for You, Voodoo. The way things going, I love that song. And
Back to basics.
Back to the Basics,
Yeah,
I love
I
as
like that
well.
one too.
That's
Yeah.
all melodic Future, which is why I like it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with him giving me a little bit of both on this album. It doesn't have to be just one consistent sound because Future is nice at dipping back on these pockets. Like, you saw the album cover with the, I don't know if that's magenta or purple or whatever he got.
Burgundy.
Yeah, some shit like that with the mask and he's in the car. Like, I knew what the vibe was from the album cover, and it's called I Never Liked You. So I knew this was Toxic Future on 110%, which is why I was okay with this album because that's what I got out of this album. Like, let's see, Chickens. Let's play that real quick. I don't have to play it anymore. It's up from there.
Devin is on one today. I can't. I literally can't. Oh my god.
Dog,
Nah, that's facts though.
if I got the right ass in front of me, it's over, bro. It's over. Like, she can take my entire wallet, and you know what? I'm gonna go to the ATM and I'm gonna come back and see if she's still on the stage. You feel me? I'm going to Miami in July. It's up. You feel me?
Make them clear, we.
But after that, he can go from there into shit like this with like Thames and Drake. So like,
She's so
You hear
beautiful.
how different they are though?
they are completely
Yeah,
different. But
that's-
I'm okay with that.
I hear it,
I'm okay with that.
I think it's just like you said. It's just a structure. I think if
like,
he just played it a different way, it would have
He
worked
could've-
out.
Yeah, if he just structured the album
Yeah.
differently instead of just, I feel like he just threw them all in there. There
Do
was
you
no
see that?
actual structure to it. Do you
No.
feel like there was actual structure to it?
Like, do you feel like he should have switched it up or no?
I
It's fine.
never thought there were structure without Future albums.
They
Future
usually have a consistent sound.
Future has never been the conceptual artist to me. He just threw
Heard
on
you.
vibes and just put it on a tape. That's
Heard you.
like, I don't go to Future, Thug, Baby. Like, I don't go to any of them
Oh.
for structure. Like, we're here to turn up. Simple as that.
Heard you.
And cry a little bit if we need to. That's all. But yeah, I'm liking this album. I'll probably be playing it for a little bit. Yeah, I don't. it's gonna hit crazy live. What I will say though, I feel like the track with him, Gunna and Thug should have been a bigger track, but it wasn't.
It was okay.
That's what I'm saying. But like they're coming fresh off of Push and P. So the fact that this is their next collaboration after Push and P, it was a little disappointing, I'll be honest with you. And usually Future and Thug don't miss. You think Future and Drake don't miss? Future and Thug really don't miss.
They have
together.
a whole tape that no one knows about, bro.
Super Slimy?
No one knows about it.
Kill Before still go crazy.
That shit's
That's my shit, dog.
By the way, if y'all haven't heard that, go listen to Super Slimy. Dropped in like 2017.
Great
A lot
mixtape.
of people don't know about it.
Future was out here collabing with everybody.
Let me smell it,
Like
babe. I
that's
don't
the
think I
great
do.
thing about Future. Like he's made collab tapes with
everyone.
fucking Juice WRLD, rest in peace. Uzi, that was his last collab tape. Baby Pluto, he had the one with Future, the one with Drake. Like Future has been collabing with people for a really long time, and he's nice at it.
No, I don't.
So
Super Slimy.
hey,
Go
check that
download
shit
it.
out. You feel me? All right, what else has dropped? I feel like Future was the biggest release, but there were a couple of other releases that dropped as well. So let's talk about them and go through my library. Kehlani dropped.
In February though, but like I just know about it now, which is crazy.
Nah,
No,
hold on. Let's
that
talk
wasn't
about
a-
Pusha T.
that
real
wasn't in
quick.
February.
That was more recent. Let's talk about Pusha.
That no, it literally just came out.
Kehlani just came out.
That first single dropped in February. But Kehlani
Messy. Okay.
dropped an album this past
Yes,
weekend.
she did. And it was
called
fire.
Blue Water Roads. 13 songs on the album. Features include Blxst, Justin Bieber, Sid, Jesse Reyes is on it, and we got Thundercat on the outro. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. I
am
fuck
as
with the
well.
track with Blxst, Any Given Sunday. That's a smooth record. I also
Wish I
really
Never.
fuck with Melt. That's a song number 10 on that album. Kehlani as an R&B artist has been improving project to project in terms of her songwriting. Her pen has definitely been elevated since, I would say, what was that album called? I think it was Sexy.
No,
it's like
Central. No.
No, it
What's
was
it
like SSS. It was like Sweet, Sexy, Cool or some shit like that. Sweet, Sexy, Savage. Ever since that album to now, Kehlani has just been putting on an R&B clinic in terms of songwriting. And, you know, I'm loving the themes of this album. She's now a mother. You hear that in the music. It's really dope vibes, and I think all of y'all will enjoy it if you put it on. It's really smooth R&B. Kehlani just can't miss. She's in her own lane at this point. So go ahead and tap in with that if y'all fuck with that.
Did you like Wish I Never?
Wish I Never. Let me look at it. Wish I Never. Probably. I think I had the album just playing in the background, and all the music kind of just melted into one another. So I'm pretty sure I liked the song.
Yep.
Like I was up there even bumping to the Justin Bieber track, and I didn't even listen to it when it was a single. So yeah, they got some joints on that.
They
I'm
work
happy
well
for
together.
Kehlani, and she's sexy as hell. If I walked into somewhere with a woman and Kehlani was there, I'd be okay with Kehlani walking out with her. No bullshit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, I'm leaving the woman.
Yeah, I thought you were
I'm
gonna
with
say
to
that
go.
Oh nah, Kehlani could bag my shorty any day, and I can't be mad. That's the game. You feel me? That's the game.
Respect it.
Respectfully, bro. You feel me? All right, what else came out? We got
Blxst.
a new.
Blxst
Okay,
had
we
an
can
album
talk
too.
about Blxst.
No, not so much.
No, we can talk about Blxst.
Okay.
Did everyone listen to it?
Year.
Yeah.
Okay, what y'all think?
He when did he come out last year, bro?
Like I'd say 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
ago,
Yeah.
that's when it started
So I
popping.
mean, for me, that the first thing I ever heard from him was No Love Lost. Fucking fire. 6 tape with him and Bino
Bino
Redo,
Redo,
whatever, however you say his name, fire.
It
And this, Before You Go, fire, bro. This nigga has not missed once in 2 years. Like from 2020 to 2022, everything he has dropped has been great. I personally love Fake Love in LA on this track, on
Okay.
this album. That
With
shit
some
go
Aaron
fire.
Ray.
Every Good Girl go fire.
good.
Never
Fire.
Was Wrong goes fire, bro. There's really like he gives me a
Sometimes.
consistent vibe every single time, and I know every time I hear it, I'm gonna be in a good. He puts me in a good feeling, and this album is gonna give you that feeling as well. So that's how I feel about it. Blxst is that nigga, bro. He's next up.
Love me some Blxst. Love his R&B vibes. Like Devin said, I love Sometimes. I love Fake Love as well. I just like that even though his sounds kind of sound the same, like they're still different in a way, but you know when you hear the beat, you know that's Blxst about to go on the song. So I always like that from him.
He stays in his lane, stays in his bag.
Yeah.
Very West Coast.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why
yes.
I fuck with. That's why I
Yes.
fuck with his sound a lot. Like when I saw the collaboration with him and Kehlani, that was actually a collaboration I was waiting for. Like I was waiting for Blxst to link up with a Kehlani. Like they're both from Cali, so them just hopping on that West Coast vibe, go crazy. Like ever since I heard that track, I think it was 2 summers ago when I heard Overrated for the first time, I was like, oh, what's this? And then he came out with a tape and he's been killing it ever since.
Yep.
So yeah, Blxst is definitely on my radar anytime he drops. So I'll definitely be looking to tap in with that. And Mozzie put me on to Blxst.
Really?
And like, yeah, Mozzie put me on to Blxst because Mozzie and Blxst have a shitload of collaborations. You go to
Let me go check that out.
I was just
then.
about to say that.
Those are 2 contrasting styles right there.
if you go to the last 3 or 4 Mozzie tapes, Blxst is on every single one.
Oh, I thought you meant like that. I thought you meant he had like okay,
Oh,
I
a
know
tape?
what
No, they don't. I don't think they have a tape together.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I've heard their collabs.
Yeah, they got collabs. My man does this thing. All right, after that, we got a new Pusha album.
Yeah.
Pusha T dropped.
This shit was fire.
Yeah,
That shit was that chronic, that good dope.
it's almost dry. 12 records, Pusha T. Half of the album was produced by Kanye, and the other half was produced by Pharrell. Oh wait, hold on. What's this? Oh shit, that's cool.
He dropping a deluxe.
No, he broke up the album. Like, oh, that's cool.
What do you mean?
Like whatever.
Like he literally
songs was like
split the album in half. Like he put out multiple versions of the albums where if you wanted to hear the Pharrell side, you can just hear that. If you want to hear the Ye side, you can just hear that. Oh, I think that's cool. That's
Wait,
dope.
wait,
That's
wait,
dope.
wait.
I'm looking at that on Apple Music right now.
Oh shit, Pharrell versus Ye.
Yeah. Where he just organizes the
Yeah,
album
I
get it,
differently.
I get it.
But yeah, it's dope.
Ye versus Pharrell.
My favorites on this album currently,
Yeah.
Scrape It Off. I fuck,
see
me
it.
and Don Toliver. That's one of the cats that's not missing right now. So I fuck with anything that Don Toliver's on. So that's kind of one of my favorites.
Nah,
that
Uzi
and
did
Dream.
his thing on that verse too.
Yeah, no facts.
I wasn't expecting it at all.
Uzi been killing a lot of shit recently. Ever since he got out of that trouble that he had with his label where they weren't letting him release music. Ever since he came back with Eternal It Take, yeah, Uzi been on fire in terms of his music. He's really solidifying himself and proving why, like back in the day in 2016 when he was talking about why he's gonna be one of the next biggest rock stars. Like he's proving that shit right now. He's actually nice out here. So that Dreaming of the Past, I like that record also. That one was produced by Ye. That's a classic Ye production right there. It's just a sample flipped for the rest of the song. Add some drums on there and Pusha just talk about dope. That's classic.
Talk about
That's classic. You know what I
Go
mean? So yeah, I think those are my favorites
you
on
ain't
the
like
album.
Brambleton?
Oh, yeah.
It was cool.
I thought that was a
That was
perfect
the
way to
intro,
set
right?
that. Yeah, that was a perfect way to start the album. Bro.
Yeah, the whole tape was dope. What I enjoyed about the tape was the fact that Pusha was experimenting with different sounds. Like Pusha was always a dope lyricist. He's always been a dope rapper. But in terms of like production on his projects, I feel like I always knew what to expect. On this album, it sounded like he was trying something different. Like on a lot of the Pharrell tracks, these were like, oh, I haven't heard Pusha rap on something like this. Or like I haven't heard even him rap with a melody before. But even that, it's like, it's dope and I see what he's trying to do. So I can appreciate what he's trying to do with this record. I think it's better than Daytona. I don't know if that's a hot take, but
I
the
can
fact
definitely
that
agree with that.
yeah, they say Daytona is one of his best works, but I think simply off the fact that Daytona was only 7 songs long, it's pretty easy to debunk
Daytona gets a lot of play and a lot of love because it came out during the time too when he was beefing with Drake. And he was at that point, he was at his most popular for a while there. So I think it's kind of skewed a little bit, but because of that. But I still think this is better. But
Yeah.
Daytona's still a great project, so
facts.
it's not saying, it's not,
And the more that I play it, like Diet Coke, I'm loving Diet Coke the more that I play it, yo. That shit sound crazy. And that was the first single. I don't think I gave that song enough love, but yeah, that track really go crazy. All right, what else dropped? Let me go through my list. Oh, let me show some love to the hometown real quick. Buddy Rock dropped a mixtape again.
I was about to say, damn.
Yeah, again.
Hey, he said he was gonna do it.
Yeah, he dropped a
did say that.
tape with, I might be pronouncing this wrong, but I think it's Cave, Caev. Two brothers from Boston, they dropped a collab tape called Watch the Chrome. It's 13 songs long. We got the entire Feed the Family roster on the tape. So if y'all fucked with our episode when we had them on, definitely go check it out. My favorites on the tape currently are We Got a Ball and Do It Like Me.
Niggas in Dorchester? Oh, that shit sound like it go crazy. Niggas in Dorchester? I like that.
Yeah,
I know what I'm listening to when I go home.
It's a flip off of, Watch the Throne.
No, I
so
know.
you got niggas in Paris, niggas in
Dorchester.
Dorchester. You feel me? So, yeah, definitely go check it out.
Up
if
in
y'all
it
fuck with
stuck, talk to me nice. Nah, yeah, I know this shit go crazy.
Facts.
Go off, boy.
I still listen to their album, bro. That shit is still tough.
Feed the Family?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Hearing them. When we saw them live, like
That was
hearing
different.
That shit hit live, I told
That
you,
was
shit
different.
Hit, bro.
Hit different.
That was different.
Chiz Capo dropped his EP
No Days
with
Off.
SK the Great. He dropped No Pass. Go ahead, check that out. It's 6 songs long. We got Rosewood Bape featured on the tape. Smooth vibes all around. If y'all fucked with that episode when we had them on, definitely go check it out. My favorites on the tape is Part of Me and probably Purple, because they both did their thing on that. So go ahead and check that out. Show some love to the hometown if you haven't already. We got G Nipsey dropping this Friday. Glock Boy, he's dropping a mixtape this Friday. So go check that out. He's been running the numbers up on YouTube and everywhere else. He got a couple of singles out right now. It'll be his.
He just dropped a single on 420. What's Not in Your Blunt?
Yeah, so he's prepping for the release of this mixtape. So if y'all liked that episode we had him on, and if you fucked with memories and that shit, definitely go tap in with that, because I think he will have some heat on that tape for sure. Do y'all listen to No Cap?
I did not.
For him, he's hit or miss for me.
So you didn't listen?
I didn't listen to the whole album. I listened to some songs.
I still gotta listen to it, but people are telling me that there's heat on this tape.
All right, I'll check it out.
I gotta go check it out.
I'll check it out.
I gotta go check it out.
Okay.
Lil Baby dropped another single. I think
Yeah.
he's prepping for a release.
I do too. I just hope all these singles aren't on there.
Yeah,
No,
probably not. If he's
'Cause,
dropping them,
he's-
they're probably not going to be on the album.
because he's been like, he hasn't announced anything, and I know he's gonna have a run or marketing before then, and these have all come out a whole month before. So I hope they're not on the album, but if they are, the album's gonna be 20 songs then.
How we think Lil Baby's coming.
No Baby,
Hot.
Yeah, off of his last
Hot.
tape.
sir, it's
Stop
Lil Baby,
playing.
bro.
He hasn't dropped since
It's about to
2020.
be
I don't need him
summertime. He's about to go
drop,
crazy.
Lil Baby is Lil Baby.
What you
bro.
mean? And they're about to have a tour too with Chris Brown. He's about to go crazy.
Bro, how
He's
is
about
he
to go
having a
crazy.
tour with Chris Brown and they don't even have that much music?
That's what I said.
dropping
That's what
something.
I said.
Oh, Chris Brown's dropping for
With
sure.
Yeah,
Lil
no,
Baby.
no.
He has to be dropping. How
No, they're
we-
not
no,
dropping
no,
a
no,
collab.
no, no.
They're not dropping.
So
a collab.
how are they going
I
on tour
think-
together?
I think
That's what I said.
Them two individually are dropping.
Are dropping an
projects.
album? Yeah.
and they're just gonna tour together.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
That's weird.
No, that happens all the time.
So who's gonna be the main event?
Like Future has never toured by himself.
Who's going to be the main event?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown probably.
Chris
Yeah.
Brown's the bigger artist.
Chris Brown's more of the performer.
Chris Brown's the bigger artist, bro. He's been out since he was 15.
I know.
He's been out since he was 15
You
years
have
old,
to
bro.
swallow that
It's
just
crazy.
now. Wait.
It's crazy to say that just because of how Actually, that just shows you how great Chris Brown is, bro. Because Lil Baby is that nigga now.
I know exactly where I was when Run It came out.
Okay.
Back in the day when I heard, okay, check it out. Yo, I know exactly where
I was in my
when
living
that
room
shit
with my
came out.
mom. And, I was in the living room with my mom watching BET music videos. What was it called? 106
Yep.
in Park. When it
That's where I
debuted,
saw it.
bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about Chris Brown. He came out with Run It. He dropped Yo after that, and then
Yeah.
Gimme That right after
Gimme
that.
That was
He was
fire.
destined for greatness. You feel me? He was destined for greatness. Shit got a little wonky in 2007, and here we are now in 2022. You feel
15
me?
years later, that man's longevity is unmatched.
Facts.
off.
Trey could never.
Oh,
Trey could never.
Don't even.
But it's all right. We don't got to talk about that. That man fighting cases for his life right now.
hurts my heart.
But hey,
It's
shit got to
crazy.
happen. Yeah, but y'all were obsessed with that man back in the day. But here we are. And hey, maybe that's why he's the way that he is. I don't know if we can go into that right now.
Yeah,
'cause-
no.
but hey, sometimes I don't know. People that we idolize as sex
Did you
symbols
listen-
think they, of a certain cloth, and then when they come back, that they shouldn't have been doing what they were doing. I don't know. Y'all was screaming a different tone for him back
Did
in
you,
the day. You feel me? But
Did
we
you
won't
listen to
talk about
Wale's
that.
new album?
What?
Wale's album?
I started it, but I didn't
New
finish
album?
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
he dropped
More
an
About
album.
Nothing.
Oh, that's not new. That's not a new album. That came out in like 20.
April
That's what I
29. You
thought.
right.
Yeah, no. It was a mixtape that he put on streaming platforms. So
Okay.
it was an old
what I
mixtape that
thought.
he put on streaming platforms. But it's a classic. It's a classic album. That's the album that influenced the album About Nothing, if y'all remember that.
I love that album.
That was a great album. He
love
had that
that
track
album.
with SZA on there, yo. Like that.
Where is
Yeah,
it?
it was a smooth album.
Yep.
But yeah, shout out to Wale. Anything else that came out? Let me just do a brief breeze. It looks like Travis Scott is starting to make his comeback.
Yeah.
He released a single with Future and Southside called "Hold That Heat,"
He's about to do a show too.
and the track is fire. Track's fire. It sounds like the typical Travis that I'm used to. So it looks like he's took enough time off and he's starting to creep back in. I don't know how that's gonna look for him because I'm sure nobody forgot about what happened, but maybe he thinks that people have moved on, so it's time to come back. I don't know, but whatever his comeback story is, I hope it's pleasant for him. You feel me?
I think he has a show coming up. Actually, I think I saw that somewhere.
Travis Scott.
Like
It's
he's gonna be able to
a-
perform.
It's gonna be really interesting. I wouldn't know how to feel if I was in a Travis Scott
That's
show
what I said.
right now. And hey, y'all saw me. I almost lost my life when I was in New York to that shit. You feel me? But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Gunna and Dirk came out with a single with Tay Keith called "Lights Off." I didn't listen to it, but I know Tay Keith is fire, so it's in my library. Ab Soul dropped a single called "Hollandaise." That shit is heat.
Why does that sound familiar?
That shit is fire.
Been around for a while.
Ab-Soul been out here for a while, but he's not super in the spotlight. But when he drops, I know he's gonna spit bars. So check that out. Hollandaise got some heat on there. And I think that is it for new music since we took our little break from discussing music. Still bumping Fabio's tape. Still Coil Ray dropped and everyone forgot. Yeah, that's sad, unfortunately. I think that's her fault. She didn't announce a day for the album. She just dropped it surprisingly. She should have put more promotion into that tape. I think her first week sales were 11,000.
She does too much on social media.
Yeah,
doesn't
but
matter.
like TikTok isn't enough to promote
Yeah,
your
no.
album.
No,
You
I
should-
know.
you
That's
need
what
to
I'm
do
saying. She
proper
does
marketing.
too much on
Social
social
media,
media.
like that. She should have.
She should have
used
taken the time
Yeah.
that she was on
I hear you.
TikTok and doing all that shit on IG
hear
and
you.
just been pushing her shit more.
Facts, because that track with Nicki, that could have been a big track for her. You
That
feel
was
me?
supposed to be the big track for her.
Yeah, but I think she let the momentum die down with the release of her album, unfortunately. But it's okay. It's a learning tool. She'll
She'll be
learn.
fine.
She'll
Yeah.
learn.
She'll
Yeah,
be fine.
she'll learn. And then we got Jack Harlow dropping this Friday.
Yeah.
He announced the features. So the Drake record that we all heard, it's going to be on the album. But since it leaked, hopefully we'll hear something new added to the track. Maybe a new verse or something.
I have a video.
Something.
Actually.
Pharrell is also on the album. Justin Timberlake is on the album. And Lil
Say
Wayne is on
Justin
the album.
Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake and Jack Harlow.
No,
White-
Justin's that nigga, bro.
White
Yeah.
boys are coming this summer. The white boys are coming this. Get your Sperry's and boats ready. Because
Nah, Justin ain't
they're
that kind
coming
of
out
guy.
here.
Justin never been that kind of guy.
I think I
With
have.
Jack Harlow, he would be. Trust me. You might hear that track everywhere. Who knows? And yeah, I think that's it for new music. Yeah. All right, do y'all got anything else you want to talk about before we go? No. I'm seeing Doctor Strange this Friday. I can't wait for that. I feel like I only go to the movie theaters for Marvel movies.
Facts.
I think COVID really messed up the game with movie theaters, to be
yeah.
honest with you. Do y'all like go to the movie theaters at all?
I
since
used to.
COVID?
I can't tell you
Not
the
since
last
COVID,
time
no.
I've been to the movie theater.
Since COVID, you probably haven't.
No.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
barely went to begin with.
Oh, I always used to go.
Like for me, the movies nowadays, like they're all either recycled, all the same shit, or it's just another version of what I've seen. So it's like there's nothing really new and original that makes me want to go out of my way to the movie theater. So that's
Same
why
could
I'm
be
never
said for
really
music.
pressed.
And with all the streaming, like the fact that I'm getting movies in theaters that go straight to HBO Max. So it's like,
Okay.
I'm not in a rush to go to theaters when I know it's going to be on streaming services soon. Like HBO Max, is quick. If we're not doing in theater and on streaming at the same time, they'll be like, all right, we'll let it sit in the theater, but we'll have it on HBO Max after like 2 months.
Yep.
And I'm like, I can wait that 2 months if that's the case.
The Batman.
Yeah, Batman was out. And I'm like,
watched it this
just came out in theaters. How was it? I started it and fell asleep.
I
long
did
as
as well.
shit, bro.
Yeah,
That's why
it's
I
way
was
too long
like, hey,
for no reason.
Like,
No, it's good. It's good. It's just long.
Yeah,
it's
no.
just really long. Like
Okay.
the storyline is just. It's
That's what I
like
thought.
if you pay, you gotta pay. I honestly watched it in the morning, turned it off, enjoyed my day, then came back and finished it. And I still like.
That's what I was doing.
I watched like the first 20 minutes and all Robert Pattinson did was whisper. And I was like, does he whisper the entire movie?
Yes. It kind of works though. It kind of works
He
because
whispers the whole movie.
it kind of works simply because if they showed him as actually like Bruce Wayne, it wouldn't like he was Bruce Wayne for a couple scenes, and I was like,
It wasn't
not
it.
Bruce Wayne.
It's true that they have like Bruce Wayne as like this emo ass depressed kid with money.
Yeah. Well, they said it's supposed to be him before he's Batman. Like it's supposed
But
to be.
he's already
Well,
that.
he's already.
Well,
yeah,
that was my whole point. I was like,
He
it
already got
depends
the
on
gear,
the
he got
comics
the
or
suit, he
something.
got the-
It was a
there's no
different
origin
comic.
story.
I don't
No.
know.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
we
what I
all
said.
know Batman. We all know the origin story of
So
Batman.
I don't know.
Batman Begins. There was one nigga that did that shit, Christian Bale.
And he killed that shit.
That's my Batman.
Just saying.
To this day, that's always gonna be my Batman.
I mean, yeah, I'll watch it and I'll get back to y'all. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't like how, and since I'm just getting my shit off since it's the end of the episode, I don't like how Snowfall was asked for an entire season to be amazing the last episode.
It was not asked for an entire season,
Bro, that
I hate
shit
What was
y'all
asked
say that.
about it for
bad
you?
the
What was
whole
asked about it,
season,
bro? What?
Except
Was
the
it-
last
What was
episode.
asked about
Was it your
Bro.
like? Did you expect better? Like, what-
Bro, yes.
What did you expect?
I expected better, but when I say the last episode was amazing, I say the last episode was amazing because it made up for all the bullshit because it just made everything tie together. But it's like
Dude,
the
that's
setup
probably-
for all of that. I'm
probably
like,
what they were gonna
no,
do.
these were all filler episodes. They could have knocked out that
Can't
entire.
say they're filler episodes if the end of it tied it all
Tied it
together.
all
That was the
together.
point of the
That was the
episodes.
point,
What are
yeah.
you saying?
The point of this season, was Franklin and Louis pretty much separating, and Franklin and what's his face, Teddy, not seeing eye to eye. I didn't need a whole season for that, bro. But that's what this season was about. They could have got that off in 5 episodes if they wanted to. And now I got to wait for the next season, which will be the last season. And I'm just like, I already know where this shit's going. You feel me? You didn't need to do that to me.
We can respectfully disagree.
I feel you. They didn't need to do that to me. We got Raising Kanan coming back this summer. So, we'll be there to tell you about the drop. You feel me? Can't wait. All right, let's get into our reality checks. Jesus, allergies, bro.
Wash your hands and wash your ass, people.
Oh my goodness.
My reality check, very short and sweet. We're getting older. I'm 25. We get into that age where, our grandparents, our parents are all getting older, and it's sad to watch. So all I'm going to say for y'all is just cherish the time that you have with those in your life, especially the family members that are getting older, the grandparents that have their own things going on. It may not be fun hanging out with them, but cherish that time because when they're not here, you're going to wish you did hang out with them. You did chill with them. You did make them a priority. So my grandma's sick. Her grandpa's sick. We still want to cherish that time with them because you never know what could happen. And I want to make sure I have no regrets before anything can happen. So just cherish those people in your life, especially the family members, your parents, your grandparents, because Lord knows what they're going through, and Lord knows what it means to them when you're just hanging out and just chilling with them. So just make an effort to do that for those that you care about. That's my reality check.
Respect. My reality check is essentially don't underestimate positivity. Whether it's you saying out loud, whether you're writing in a book. I just feel like, especially now, I just try my absolute best to stay as positive as possible. Obviously, I have my moments where, I get a little crazy, but I just feel like the more I keep speaking it out loud, and I guess I'm kind of taking a page from Darnell's book, is just speaking good vibes all the time. Just kind of like putting out there like, okay, he's going to be better. Everything's going to be fine. we're all gonna work out, and then that's it. So that's really my reality check. Just don't underestimate positivity. Just keep speaking on it. Go ahead.
All right, and then for my reality check is to let people know that people show themselves to you every single day. Sometimes you may not see the errors in other people's way because it never came back to affect you, but notice that it can happen to you just as the same as it happens to everybody else. Sometimes we're thinking, oh no, that person could never do that to us. Or like, nah, him, never. And then when it happens, you look like a dunce because you're like, wow, that could have never happened to me. But no, these people show themselves to you every day. So just realize that and tread carefully to make sure, you don't fall into the depths of deception and all of that shit. But when people show you who they are, just don't be surprised. All right, that's my reality check. And y'all already know, no more vibes. I got to find out something else to do about that. I got to find something else to replace that with. But y'all know, y'all will be informed as soon as I figure that out. All right. Thank y'all for kicking it with us for this episode. Make sure you're following us on our socials at The Urban Product. Subscribe to the website. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Review, rate, share with all your friends. We got a couple of interviews that we had within the last couple of weeks, so definitely go and check that out. Mad gems, amazing stories shared in all of those episodes. So please go ahead and check that out and share it with your people, all right? Mm-hmm. So it's been your boy DME.
It's been your boy Cozy Rich.
And it's been your girl Imani.
Y'all been listening to The Urban Product. We will go ahead and catch y'all next week.
Love.
Deuce.